Out of the SEC, at 19-15 on the year, the Texas Longhorns. Very excited to welcome to the stage Kadin Shedrick and Trey Johnson, second-team All-Conference Freshman of the Year in the SEC. Kadin, we'll start with you and your excitement of seeing Texas's name Sunday night.
Yeah, it was definitely long 48 hours after we lost on Friday to Tennessee. There were a lot of questions, not only in our locker room, but definitely across the country about whether we would make it. When we saw our name come up on the screen, we were, just thrilled for the opportunity to be able to come to Dayton and compete another day.
And Trey, your excitement of being in March Madness?
Yeah, it was for sure a long wait. Just thinking about it over and over, lots of prayers. But just when we saw our names pop up there, everybody was excited. I was just grateful overall to have the opportunity that most guys don't get to say in my position, that they was able to play in the tournament. And then just with this group, just means a lot for us all to make it for sure.
Open up for questions on the floor. Let's go to the third row in the middle.
Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. For each one of you, does Dayton remind you of anybody that y'all played? You seem like, Xavier, you seem like you have a resemblance to anybody y'all played this year.
I'll start with Trey.
Just watching them, they remind us a little bit of Vanderbilt. Just like with the style they play defense, their up-tempo, speed up and down the court. And then there's just their size, like how all their players are all interchangeable and stuff like that. So it kind of reminds us a lot of Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Yeah, I think their offense kind of relates to Kentucky a little bit. They like to do a lot of the zoom dribble handoffs and all that Kentucky likes to do. So, and that, as Trey said, yeah, Vanderbilt for sure on definitely defensively. So we're excited for the opportunity to play them.
Let's go to the back, the fourth row.
Paul Chu, media of the University of Dayton. So the fact that 14 SEC schools have made it to the tournament so far, what are your initial thoughts and how do you feel about that?
Kadin?
Yeah, I think that 14 SEC teams making the tournament is definitely historical. I think it goes to show the depth of the league this year, and it was challenging night in and night out. So I think that definitely prepared us for this opportunity we have in front of us. And it'll be nice to play, a school from a different conference now and get a different look than what we've been going through the last 3 months.
Trey, the depth of the conference.
It just shows how good the conference is, or can be. I would say having all those teams make it, it's kind of be fun and good see how good teams and how far they get throughout the tournament to see how good the league is against other schools from different conferences.
Let's go to the third row on the aisle.
Hey guys, for both of you, Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman. Now that you guys are in, do you feel like you have kind of like a new lease on life? Because, the Texas team we've been seeing the last couple of games hasn't been, you had a lot of guys hurt, so you're complete now. Do you feel like it's a new team?
Trey?
I don't feel like it's a new team. I would say we were kind of playing the same way, or just having to step up in our roles when guys went down. We still had the same confidence of winning games and stuff like that, but I just feel like it's like a breath of fresh air, I could say, probably just because having everybody back, knowing that we're at full strength and there's no excuses now, just going out playing as hard as we can with our new depth back.
Kadin?
Yeah, I'd agree with Trey. I think it's definitely exciting to have everybody back and healthy. I think that we kind of showed flashes of what we can do when everybody's feeling really good these last few games, and hopefully we have some more games down the road to be able to build on that.
Let's go to the last row.
Patrick Sobuski from the University of Dayton. For Trey, you've had a phenomenal freshman season. What's enabled you to have so much success so early on in your career?
I'd say just the faith from the coaching staff, and then just players on my team that had the faith in me to just help put me in certain spots, because I wouldn't be doing half the things I'm doing without my teammates. I feel like, and then I also do the things on my own and like just with my work ethic and working out and stuff like that. But back on to like my teammates and the faith that they have in me just to pass me the ball and stuff like that, because I'm a freshman playing with a lot of older guys, and them having faith to pass me the ball and stuff like that, it just means a lot.
Let's go towards the back across the aisle.
Paul Chu, University of Dayton media. So Trey, like what someone said, that you have a phenomenal season as a freshman, but you also have a high draft stock currently right now. So what are your thoughts on that about entering the draft or staying with a very good team like Texas Longhorns?
I haven't even thought about nothing like that. My thoughts has just been, recently it's just been making the tournament, getting in. Now it's just been focused all on Xavier. I'm just taking it one step at a time and trying to enjoy all the moments I can with my teammates.
Kadin, when is Texas at their best?
I think Texas is at our best when, all the guys on the court are really locked in on defense and are playing active, and then on offense when we're sharing the ball, setting good screens for each other, and just playing good team basketball. I think we did that the last few games.
Trey, what's the best quality of this basketball team?
Best quality of the team, I would say, is our speed and size. We have a lot of taller guys, but we're still mobile and active all throughout the roster.
Let's go back to the third row.
Kurt Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Trey, when you go through a shooting slump during a game, how do you balance that where everybody knows you're a very unselfish player, but everybody knows how you can score and how you can get hot in a hurry? How do you balance that with, well, I don't feel like I got it today, or the coaches and teammates said, no, you got to keep shooting?
Even when I know I'm not on, I still got to keep shooting open shots if I get the opportunity. Like, I can't pass anything down. But still just being aggressive on offense while also doing something other in other categories, like maybe getting more rebounds than I usually do, more assists, be more of a facilitator, because every time I get the ball, people are going to look, people are going to load. So just even if I'm not if I'm having an off night, just still getting other teammates involved or helping out rebounds, doing other things on the court besides just scoring.
Trey, do you have a favorite March Madness moment growing up?
I'd say when I saw Villanova and Chris Jenkins hit the shot at the top of the key, or Enrique's 2 back-to-back game winners. It was probably the 2 memories I can think of.
Kadin?
Favorite March Madness moment was probably just playing in it. It's special. It's like nothing else, It's what we all dream of growing up, and having played it a couple times now, I always cherish these moments, and I'm really excited for guys like Trey on our team and the other guys that haven't been able to experience the tournament to finally be able to feel the magic of it.
Kadin, are there moments throughout this year that, for what Trey's been able to do and sort of stepping on the stage as a freshman and in that conference where you're even a little surprised of his success?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. I knew who Trey was coming in. I saw how hard he works the whole off season, and I knew what he was capable of, and he's one of the most confident players I've ever been around. So, he has a lot of good things going for him off the basketball court that helps set him up for his success on the basketball court.
Let's go to the third row on the aisle.
Shedrick Golden, Austin American Statesman. Watching the video, you guys, when the announcement came down, no one was more excited than Rodney about you guys getting in. How much are you guys talking about how you want to get this done for him? Because I know the season hasn't gone the way he had planned.
Kate?
Yeah, we all want to do it for each other. We definitely want to do it for our coaches, and we want to do it for the guys in the locker room as well. So, we like to say, if one of us, or like everybody eats, is like how we want to try and play. So, like, if we're doing well and the coaches are going to do well, if the coaches are doing well, we're going to do well. So that's just how we see it. We just want to get it done for the guy next to us, and that's how we're going about it.
Trey?
Yeah, I feel like what Kadin said is before we start trying to play for the coaches or anything like that, we first playing for our teammates, the same guys going through the same struggles with us every day in practice. So I just feel like us doing it for our teammates, it'll lay over for coach because we all care about one another and we going to try to do the best for each other.
Let's go across the aisle, third row.
tips to your teammates, and are you going to be shooting the technicals?
Man. Yeah, they all asked me how I did it. I said, it's just work. But nah, we gotta get around to talking about technical free throws. I might have to start taking them for Trey if he lets me. But we'll see. Now that I got to my 1,000-point mark, I might let him keep taking them. But yeah, but it was definitely a cool moment, to get back to shooting free throws well, and hopefully I'm able to continue that these next few games.
Change anything?
I didn't change anything. I know I've been a pretty decent free throw shooter my whole college career, and this has been a down year for me. And it was going to come back at some point, regress to the mean or whatever.
Other questions for our student athletes?
Patrick Zableski from the University of Dayton. You've played a number of close games that have been decided within 5 to 10 points. Do you think having that experience in competitive games helps you going into this tournament?
Kadin?
Yeah, that 100% helps you go into the tournament. When it gets down to the last 4 minutes, it's a really close game. It's about, who knows how to win those games. Or even if it goes to overtime, I think we've been lucky enough I think we played in 3 overtime games this year, I think, and we won 2 of them. I think that those are really good experiences for us as well leading into March because, things can get really, stressful in those moments. But now we've been in them already. I think that experience will help push us through to the finish line.
Trey, on close games?
I feel like they have helped us out, especially having a lot of close games earlier into the conference, just teaching us how to cherish possessions those last final 4 or 3 minutes, and it's also just teaching us how to win games and to come together and be more connected on defense in crunch moments like that. So I feel like it has prepared us for the tournament.
Let's go to the back.
Paul Chu, University of Dayton, for Trey and Kadin. Just asking, what's your favorite pregame song before going into a game?
Trey?
Peace of Mind by Lauryn Hill.
Kadin?
I don't even have a pregame song I've been listening to. I kind of just bounce around. Like, I'll just go on, like, an artist essential. So, like, recently I've been doing, like, Gunna essentials and just click and shuffle. Or, yeah. I like to listen to what the young guys like to listen to. They like to listen to some rappers I ain't never heard of before. So that kind of gets me going a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I just listen to whatever I can find.
Let's go to the other, across the aisle in the back.
Don Nelson from Ohio University. Trey, with the accomplishments for you this year, do you feel like you're one of the leaders on the team?
I say Kadin is more of the main leader on the team. I wouldn't say I'm a leader. I just say that I just hold my teammates accountable the same way they hold me accountable. And if I'm leading by any way, it's more by example than me talking about it.
Kadin, amongst the music going back there and you being an old guy, which is shocking to me, what is the biggest difference in, sort of this duo up here on the stage? I mean, you as a graduate to Trey as a freshman.
Like what's the difference between us?
Yeah, amongst being like the older guy in the room and trying to have that connection when you got quite the age gap.
Yeah. It is definitely – actually, it hasn't been all too – it's been pretty easy. Trey's an easy guy to get along with. We're roommates, so we spent a lot of time together. They've paired us up as partners a lot, even in preseason. We played a pickleball tournament with the team, and Trey and I were partners, and we won, of course. But, it's easy. They set us up pretty well for us two to get really connected. And then, I have a lot of older guys on the team that are easy to get along with. But, I think that Trey and I have built a pretty good relationship. And, I think that the coaches really helped us out there.
Trey, do you give him a hard time for being an old guy?
Sometimes I do. At times he shows his age, and I got to remind him. But nah, he young at spirit. He just got an old age beside his name.
As a guy who's much, much older, how does he show his age?
Much, much older is crazy.
It just be
I'm saying much, much older. I'm the guy. I'm still looking at you as young guy. I'm the old guy.
Nah, it just be certain things out of nowhere. It's nothing I can be specific about, but it's not all the time. I just got to remind him when he do.
Other questions for our student athletes? Let's go to the third row on the end.
Eric Henry, Horns 24/7. Trey, forgive me if you were asked this earlier, but just curious, from a college basketball perspective, what have you enjoyed most about this year, just playing college hoops?
Just the memories that I made with the team. That's probably been the best thing. Just hanging out with my teammates, just different memories. That's probably the best thing for sure. Outside of basketball, it's probably the best thing. With basketball, it's probably the best thing. Just the memories that I made with my teammates.
Follow that up, Trey. What's been the biggest challenge?
How hard you really got to play to win. I feel like I didn't know how hard you had to play to win a college game when I first kind of got here. And then being in some of those close games just made me realize that you really can't take no plays off or anything like that. So you just got to play very hard just to win one game.
Any more questions for Kadin or Trey? Guys, we've really enjoyed your time. Kadin, you are a young guy. I just want to validate that.
Thank you.
No, we're really excited to watch you tomorrow night as you guys take on Xavier. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.